If you walked into a cinema in 1971, you'd see a face on the screen. Cold blue eyes, a dangerous smile, violence and chaos. A Clockwork Orange was playing, and that face was Malcolm McDowell. But he wasn't just an actor. He was a conscious choice, choosing not to be safe, choosing to be remembered rather than loved. This is Malcolm's journey from the hotel corridors of Leeds to the center of the world's most controversial films, and from there to a long and cult career. 35 scenes, 35 risks, 35 unsettling choices, and perhaps for the first time you'll see the conscious artist behind that cold gaze. June 13, 1943, in a hotel in Leeds, Malcolm John Taylor was born. His father Charles ran a hotel and bar. His mother Edna was quiet and observant. Malcolm grew up in hotel corridors. He'd sit in the lobby watching people. Arrivals and departures, businessmen, couples, strangers. Everyone wore a mask. Everyone played a role. Malcolm took mental notes silently. Everyone's an actor, he'd think as a child. Some just don't realize it. At school, Malcolm was different from other children. He didn't play sports, didn't make noise. He'd sit in corners, quietly watching. Teachers worried. Malcolm is very withdrawn. But Malcolm wasn't withdrawn. He was just listening to everything. Every tone of voice, every lie, every masked face. At 12, he played a role in school theater, a small character. But when he stepped on stage, he felt something. Power, control. Here I'm someone else, he thought. And it's liberating. That day, Malcolm understood something. Acting wasn't escape. Acting was creating identity. He applied to the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA. It was a rigorous selection process. Hundreds of candidates, few places. Malcolm performed a Shakespeare monologue. The judges listened silently. Then they nodded. "You're accepted." Malcolm breathed. London was waiting for him. Training at LAMDA was harsh. Classical theater, diction, movement. Teachers were demanding. More! Again, Malcolm learned. But inside, there was a rebellion. Classical theater is beautiful, he thought. But I want to do something different. Darker. More real. The late 1960s was revolution time in London. Music, fashion, freedom. Malcolm felt this energy. He walked the streets, went to clubs. "The world is changing," he told a friend, "and I'm going to be part of this change." After graduating, he played small TV roles, extra work, one-line characters. No one noticed him. Malcolm was patient. "I'm waiting for the opportunity," he'd say, "and it will come." Director Lindsay was making a film, If, an anarchist story critiquing the British boarding school system. He was looking for young, unknown actors. Malcolm's name came up. Anderson called him. "Come, let's read." Malcolm went to the audition. He read a monologue. Anderson watched him. There was something in his eyes. Innocence, but also danger. "You're perfect," Anderson said. "You are Mick Travis. You are rebellion itself." Malcolm smiled. Finally, someone saw him. The film was shot. Malcolm played Mick Travis, a rebellious student against the system, seeking freedom. The final scene was an attack on the school. Violence, chaos, symbolic revolution. Malcolm internalized every scene. "This isn't just a film," he said. "This is a manifesto." If was selected for the Cannes Film Festival. The jury watched the film. They were shocked, impressed. They awarded it the Palme d'Or. Malcolm was on stage, 26 years old. The world learned his name. "Who is Malcolm McDowell?" critics asked. "And why does he look so dangerous?" One day the phone rang. His agent was excited. "Stanley Kubrick wants to talk to you." Malcolm's heart raced. Kubrick, the director of 2001, A Space Odyssey. Genius, perfectionist, demanding. "Yes," Malcolm said. Let's talk." They met at Kubrick's house. Kubrick looked at Malcolm for a long time, silently. "Can you be Alex?" he asked. Malcolm hesitated. He hadn't read the book yet. "Which Alex?" Kubrick smiled. "You'll read it, and then you'll tell me." Malcolm read Anthony Burgess's book. Alex DeLarge, a youth who loves ultraviolence, rapist, killer, but also intelligent, charismatic, loves Beethoven. Malcolm was shocked. "This is the darkest character," he said, "and I'm going to play him." Kubrick prepared Malcolm. Costume tests, makeup, walking style. "Alex isn't just a character," Kubrick said. "He's a symbol. Ultraviolence, youth, uncontrollability." Malcolm absorbed every detail. "I'm ready," he said. Kubrick described a scene to Malcolm. "You'll enter a house, beat up a writer, rape his wife. But while doing this, you'll sing a song." Malcolm was surprised. "Which song?" Kubrick said, "I don't know. You choose. Something cheerful." Malcolm thought. Suddenly it came to him. "Singin' in the Rain." Kubrick's eyes lit up. "Perfect. Rehearse it." The scene was filmed. Malcolm danced with an umbrella, sang, kicked, applied violence. Gene Kelly's classic number transformed into a horrifying weapon. Kubrick said, "Cut!" He watched the monitor silently, then turned to Malcolm. "This is cinema history," he said, and he was right. There was a torture scene in the film. Alex's eyes are held open with metal clamps, forced to watch violence. Kubrick used real metal clamps for hours. Malcolm's cornea was scratched, his eyes watered, he felt pain. "We should stop," said the set nurse. Kubrick said, "No, continue." Malcolm looked at the camera in pain, and that look remained in cinema forever. When filming was complete, Malcolm was exhausted. Physically, mentally, emotionally. "This killed me," he told a friend. "But it also created me. I'm no longer the old Malcolm." A Clockwork Orange was released. Critics saw it. Some were horrified. "This isn't cinema. This is pornography." Some knelt in awe. "This is a masterpiece." Malcolm was at the New York premiere. Audiences applauded him, but there was fear in their eyes. "Are you really Alex?" The film created controversy. Violent scenes were blamed for triggering real crimes. Attacks occurred in England. Defendants claimed Clockwork Orange effect. Kubrick faced threats. He withdrew the film from England. Malcolm remained under this shadow. "I'm just an actor," he told journalists, but no one wanted to hear it. Malcolm looked in the mirror. Alex's face was still there. That cold smile, that dangerous look. "I'm more than this man," he told himself. "But the world sees me this way, so who am I?" Lindsay Anderson called again. "I want to work with you again." "Oh, lucky man," Mick Travis again. But this time, grown up, changed. Malcolm hesitated, then accepted. Because Anderson was giving him the opportunity to make art, not just shock. "Oh, Lucky Man" was semi-musical. Alan Price's songs told the story. Malcolm sang, danced. It was different, lighter, more hopeful. "This is me, too," he said. "I'm not just darkness." Bob Guccione, owner of Penthouse magazine, was making a film, Caligula, Rome's Mad Emperor. Gore Vidal wrote the screenplay. Tinto Brass would direct. "This is dangerous," said Malcolm's agent. "Too sexual, too violent." Malcolm smiled. "Perfect for me." The set descended into chaos. Brass and Guccione fought. Guccione added pornographic scenes without Malcolm's knowledge. "This isn't the film I agreed to," Malcolm yelled. But control wasn't in his hands. When the film was released, it was a disaster. Both artistically and commercially, critics tore Caligula apart. Pornography. Disgusting. Nonsense. Malcolm was damaged. "Twice," he said. "I took big risks twice. Clockwork worked. Caligula exploded." The same year, another film came out, Time After Time. H.G. Wells' time machine, romance. Malcolm was gentle, elegant, charming. Critics were surprised. Can McDowell be romantic? The film was a small hit. Malcolm breathed. I'm not just the bad guy. Hollywood discovered Malcolm, but only offered antagonist roles. Blue Thunder, Tank Girl, bad guys, psychopaths. Malcolm accepted most because money was needed, but his soul wanted something else. 1982, Paul Schrader's Cat People, erotic horror transformation. Malcolm played a dark priest. The film became cult, ahead of its time. Malcolm was happy. This is art, he said, not box office. In the 1990s, television exploded. Malcolm saw the opportunity. Star Trek, The Next Generation, Entourage, heroes, cult roles, fun characters. I'm free here, he said. In film, I was typecast. In TV, I can experiment. Voice work came. Metalocalypse, video games. Malcolm used his voice, without his face being seen. This is the purest acting, he said. Just voice, just emotion. Young filmmakers rediscovered Malcolm. Clockwork still had impact. Interviews, documentaries, retrospectives. Malcolm made peace with his past. Alex defines me, he said, but I'm more than him, and now I accept that. When he entered his 70s, Malcolm didn't slow down. Still acted, still spoke. His hair grayed, but that look, those cold blue eyes, still sharp. Aging is a gift, he said, because I no longer have anything to prove. I just act. Today, Malcolm McDowell is in his 80s, still working, still speaking, still that man. Not to be loved, not to be safe, taking risks to be remembered, and those cold blue eyes are forever carved into cinema history. Because Malcolm McDowell taught us something. Real actors aren't born when they're comfortable, but when they push their limits. And darkness, when chosen, becomes power. So how do you remember Malcolm McDowell? As Alex, or as the artist who consciously chose darkness? Share with us in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another journey through the legends who made unsafe choices.